Hey everyone, it's Young Skeleton here again, and today YouTube is not working, so I'm gonna have to improvise here. No Legend of Mana soundtrack. Um, the song that's playing in the background is, I don't know, it's a Japanese named song by an artist called Manuru. I'll put the link to the album in the description. Buy that shit, it's really good. I love it. But Today's video I wanted to talk about a few buffs that are available in this game and investigate like how different they are from each other and how to use them effectively in different situations, I guess, or like in which situations you can't use one for whatever reason. Um, so let's start. You probably guessed that it's about Shout, Ram's ability. So you can see that at max level, it raises your attack, your magic, and your bravery for 3 turns. A lot of TP, excellent for generating AP, and a huge area of effect, by the way. Um, I think that in the graveyard map, this was like super easy to get off. Like you just put Ramza in the middle of the 2 units, he would walk 1 tile to the right, and then he would cast this like super useful ability to cast the start of the fight. I think that anyone that uses Ramza uses this. Just no reason to not. Just no reason not to. Such a powerful spell, and it really is the reason why he is not really that easy to replace. But there are a few buffs that are similar to his. Let's take a look at the next one. Kaleidomoon's Verve. It has the same exact attack and magic increase, but this one is actually really cool. Like it raises acquired AP. So like for a few turns your unit like gets extra AP for each action that they take. And for like because it is so powerful, they lowered the range. It only has like a range of 2 tiles, but also high TP cost. And another nerf that it has is that it's a hat, it's not a helm, so only like a certain amount of units can equip it. And also you can't equip like traditional armor. So your unit might be lacking the defensive department if it is equipping this. Um, the next buff also comes from an armor and a cloth armor at that. So again, like it's kind of restrictive in like what types of units can equip it. This is Miranda's TMR, and it increases not magic or attack, but magic attack and slash attack, which is a 25 increase in attack and in magic attack and slash attack. I'm pretty sure it's comparable to this, maybe a bit better depending on the situation. But yeah, uh, the thing with Elegant Encouragement is that, well, it cannot hit every unit. Like it has the range of shout, but like the area is not the same. So it is worse in PvE, probably as good as shout in PvP, with the exception of a few arenas, of course, because as I was saying, Ramsey could just shout the start of the fight, and he would have hit both of your teammates. And but the thing is, this stacks, right? So, like, let's say that you have Ramza with the red jacket, he would shout and then use the red jacket. And if you manage to hit like both of your party members, uh, with like both abilities, they would be super buff. They would be fucking killing it. So, uh, That's the thing, right? With this, you have a smaller range, but potentially like a stacking buff, which could like raise the effectiveness of your units like so high that it's kind of insane. The thing is, it's just magic attack and slash attack. No units with like piercing, projectile, and strike attack do not benefit from this. But still, those two are the most common types of damage in the game. So it's not really rare to see like teams with exclusively magic, exclusively slash, or like a mix of magic and slash types. So this is also really, really like useful. And finally, the one that is not in global as well, I think this is called the Holy Knights, Holy Knights Circlet or something like that, and the skill is the Holy Knight's Encouragement, something like that. Again, this is exactly the same as Shout, same attack increase, same magic increase, but a smaller bravery increase. And also the range um is like this, and I'm not sure if you can hit yourself with this, by the way. But it comes with the positive that it's an equipment that grants 42 attack, and you can equip it in any unit. So maybe if you want your unit to stay back, you can just give this to them so they can cast this buff. So yeah, what's the big difference? Okay, first of all, Ramza. Ramza's a unit. Like he has a limited number of ways that he can be used. Like he's more limited than a piece of equipment. Like no, this might sound wrong. Let me rephrase that. Uh, it's a bigger commitment to use a unit over a piece of gear. Like you're not getting countered by anything if you just use these, right? Wherein like Ramza, you might get countered. Like okay, every unit has counters, yeah, but like the thing is, if you're using Ramza just for shout, I do not really think it's worth it. Maybe right now you don't have any units that can use the Red Jacket or Kaledi Moon, like so maybe you wanna run Ramza, but when Cecil comes out, I don't think that you wanna use Ramza just for shout. I think it might be better for um, for you to use Cecil's TMR because you can use it with any unit. The thing is, Cecil is a limited time unit, so getting him to 99 for his TMR might not be really easy for you guys. Uh, it's a bit stressful. I did it with Raryu pretty easily, but I don't know, maybe you guys are unlucky or whatever. But I definitely think that it's kind of stressful to max like limited time units. The thing is though that Final Fantasy IV will be around for a while. It's a it's a collaboration that will stick for like a month, I believe. So like you can definitely do it, especially if you pull him early. But um like as I said, out of the out of all of these ways to buff your party, like 30% attack and magic, like that is the most flexible way to do it. I would only use like if you don't need a slashing character in your party, if you don't need a a light character in your party, if you don't need either of those in your party, like it kind of sucks using Ramsey just for shout, even though it is a really strong buff. So let's say that I don't know, you're running a team of Warrior of Light, Victor and Glaciella. Oh, then you run into the other problem. You can't use either of these because these are just for units that like equip cloth and hat. So this like how like this is great for everyone for sure. Like if you can have a unit that uses hats, like equip this and use Luna Verve in the start of the battle before your unit with the bells uses the bell ability. I forgot the name. Like it will help so much. Um, like Delita with this. Maybe not him equipping this, but Delita then casting Karma, not Karma Blade. I think it's Concentrate or whatever. His buff that also gives a lot of AP and reduces AP consumption. Like this combos with so many stuff, and it's often overlooked because it doesn't like really generate AP immediately. I mean, not in the same way that Bell does, but like Bell's is such an overpowered piece of gear. Uh, but it is definitely more comparable to Odoa's apron and the ability of Inherited Tyranny, because it also comes with a damage buff and an AP buff. Uh, this though is not really that good in maps with that do not let you do double setup. Like do not let you cast two buffs before engaging battle. The current map does. So I think Lado Moon is actually really strong in the current map. If you put it in your fastest unit, they cast this, and then your other units, they get extra AP when they cast their buffs. I think this is really strong. I'm pretty sure that I'm using this right now, especially because I do not have bells. Um, but yeah, like 50% extra AP that you acquire is really a lot. And again, I think people overlook that, and I wish more people paid attention to it because also like the bells also took a while for people to notice how strong they were. Like this, like people just really sleep on it. Uh, I hope to demonstrate how strong they can be in a future video, like where I won't use bells or do a apron, and this will allow me to cast like one or two extra spells. Oh, I have to pay like better attention to it, but still. And now Red Jacket. Let's talk about the Red Jacket a bit more. Okay, so again, the difference is that Vikings can equip it. Like Vikings are kind of a weird job because they can equip helmets, but they can't equip armor. They equip cloth armor instead. And right now, I think that the only ones in the game are Dorando and Yerma. So this isn't specifically that relevant if you don't use those units and they are not really that popular, which is a shame by the way. I think Yerma is really strong. Let's get back into track. Like this, I think is really potent in teams that already use one of those. Like, okay, yeah, if this is like just whatever if you're not using like another of those buffs, but if you are, I think that Red Jacket really makes your team a an offensive powerhouse, even if it's not really that built offensively. I don't know how that sounds, but let me see if I can say better. if you build a defensive team, like with minimal investment to attack and damage, whatever, using shout and or whatever, Luna Verve or this shit, plus elegant encouragement, I think can make your team jump from being like okay offensively to as potent as glass cannon teams. Um, like if you get the problem is like a few units that would be really strong with this don't really get good use out of it. Like Killfake, Killfake would always cast her shield of saves first, and because of Holy's range, she won't cast the second buff a lot of times. She'll just start casting Holy. I'm not complaining though, but all I'm saying is that maybe it's not as easy to use it as I would like, but still. Um, One thing that I would like to do is use Ramza with this, like try to find a way of him using shout and this like consecutively, because I do think like that a full magic or like magic and slash team with this can like do so much damage. And like let's say that you have a team of Ramza, uh, I don't know man, Ramza, Orlando, and Killfate, whatever, right? And you spec your team for like to support Ramza and Orlando because well, two slashers, it's better to focus on slashing damage. So you use Igaion, um, what else? Use Igaion, what's the? It's not unyielding screams. I always call that echoing screams. Yeah. And on Killfay, you you just give her a card that uh, that doesn't do like a lot for her, but like buffs them. I don't know. Maybe you give her a Vow of Love for her to tank, and give attack for to the other guys. Whatever. Like, if you manage to get her like to be the target of both shout and elegant encouragement, I guarantee you that she will be dealing like as much damage as or almost as much damage as a Killfay that's like has the support of like 2 or 3 VCs, because that's so insane. There's two buffs like extra 25 magic attack and extra 30% magic. It's just such a huge number. I am I am very interested in building a team where I try to get off of both of those buffs. Like maybe like a team that's focused on defending, like really go hard for defenses and resistances, and just have Ramza as a shout and elegant encouragement bot. That would be like what I'm trying to do. Like maybe for my not my next video, but like as soon as I get Miranda's red jacket, I'll try to do it. Okay, let's finally talk about the Cecil. And again, as I said, the thing is, this can be used for anyone. And like, this is such a powerful piece of gear because it allows you to do, uh, like, it allows you to pick like a character that you, that maybe like, uh, how do I say this? Allows you to pick a character that needs just a bit of extra support, you know, and maybe this is the extra support they needed. Like maybe they need just a bit of extra damage to be considered a top tier damage dealer. And I think this is it. I think this can help push a lot of characters into being relevant or really relevant. Characters that don't really have like useful buffs at the start of the fight.
And maybe again, maybe you already have someone with the bells, or maybe you don't have the bells yet. This can be this can be big, especially again if you don't have Ramza. This is really important. I really think that if you don't have Ramza, Cecil is almost a must get. Just so you don't, I mean, again, just so you can use more characters. Because, let me try and think a few characters that don't really have interesting buffs, like at the start of the fight. I mean, possibly most URs already do. But, uh, I think that every character that I think that this is actually better, like in maps that that allow you to cast like two buffs. And if you don't, if you're playing a character that don't have that don't has two buffs to cast on himself or in his party, maybe this is it, right? Um, Yadira might be a character that benefits from this, but she already has access to those two. So I mean, now that I think better about it, maybe it is just a really good piece of gear for like double buff maps or like really big maps where you can cast two buffs before you engage with the opponent. The cemetery was not one of those. The cemetery was just awful. I hated that map. But the current one is a map that I hated when I first played it, but then I learned like, oh wait, here I can just do a long setup and my opponent just dies because they wanna run after me. So I think that if you don't have like a good team for and guild battles usually like this, right? Very rarely we see guild battle maps with where your opponent is immediately or almost immediately in range of your body. So maybe this is also good for a guild battle. This might also be like great for like making sure that your character stays behind. Right now, the best thing that we have for this is probably um, Mons TMR, and I'm not really sure if that's really that good. I still use it sometimes. The extra agility is nice, yeah, but I think I would rather have this. So let me know in the comments what you think. Did I miss any piece of gear that has like a similar effect to this? I don't think so. But anyways, let me know in the comments which one you think is best. If you think Ramza is gonna suck after they release the circlet. If you already think Ramza doesn't really have a place because of the jacket and Kaleido Moon, let me know if you think that jacket and Kaleido Moon suck because I never see anyone using those except for me. So yeah, I see you guys next time. And next video, I'm gonna try to make an arena video. I'm gonna try to make a video about like my current strategy for the arena because I think I'm having a lot of success with it. I see you guys next time. Goodbye.